Go!
So this is our indie pop music video pitch, and we're doing Bat for Lashes, What's a Girl to Do for our song, and this is a little snippet of it.
We walked arm in arm, but I didn't feel his touch. The desire I'd first tried to hide, that tingling inside, was gone. And when he asked me, do you still love me? I had to look away. I didn't want to tell him that my heart grows colder with each day. When you love someone, that will thrill us all, and your kisses and I are replaced with tears. And when your dreams are all a train to a train wreck town, then I ask you now, what's it got to do? He said he'd take me away, we'd work things out, and I didn't want to tell him, but it was then I had to say. Over the times we shared, it's all blackened out, and my bat lightning heart wants to fly away.
Okay, just I won't play the whole thing.
I chose this track because like the theme of it is quite controversial in terms of like the theme is obviously about romance, but it's more of a realistic idea of what a relationship is kind of like from her perspective. Like we also chose it because because of the structure of it. It has like it would be like interesting for us to work with it, and it means that we can create varying interpretations of the theme and general ideas that the song conveys, and the music itself is the construction develops strong emotions like surrounding the artist and the narrative, and it would be nice to work with that. We chose indie pop because it has like subjects that depict everyday life or situations in an artistic sense, exploring the emotions that come with those experiences. The general itself is a basis on aesthetic and styling, which would be interesting to work on. The composition of indie pop music gives an opportunity to try and express and interpret the artist's meaning through video.
So here are a few of our potential ideas. We're going to do a performance narrative, which because the song is very much a narrative. It's illustrated through the lyrics, and that's something that we really liked about it, because we can sort of play off of that through our music video. We're going to use it through half location and half studio, so we can create kind of a contrast between the two ideas. We're only going to have two characters, and it's going to be kind of like the disillusionment and corrupt relationship that this girl has with her boyfriend. There's going to be a location which we're going to shoot sort of like early evening time, and we're going to use sort of street shots. And the theme of the song, the artist is describing a relationship that she has part of for such a long time. She has lost feelings for her boyfriend but doesn't want it to end. We intend to make a series of scenes where the artist shows little emotion and is simply telling the story, while the second character displays sadness and anger at the situation. To include a section of Goodwin's theory, we intend to show conventions of our genre whilst using the idea of thought beats to contribute to our editing style with cutting. So our target audience.
Yeah, our target audience, like the age of our target audience for our genre indie pop would be varying from around 16 to 24, like late teens, adults. Is that?
And they're taking interest in the individualism of this genre. We popular amid students and young adults. And we've thought that social media is quite a big part of young people's lives, with up to 73% of teens having access to a smartphone or laptop, etc. It shows the sheer amount of our target audience that's engaged with social media and the platform that can be used to exercise upcoming artists. Indie pop can also be seen as a tool of escapism, with a lot of our audience feeling disillusioned with society, and again it can be seen as quite a niche, obscure category. We put it under the thingy Explorer, and this gives a stronger idea of what each our music video campaign around. These people are driven by the need for a challenge and often thirst to try out new ideas and experiences, wanting to be seen as unique or different. Yeah, and there's just this the uses and gratifications theory, which again shows the sort of different elements of things that people take into their music taste. And we noticed that in indie pop, it's a lot about safety, and a lot of people sort of seek escapism and things through their choice of music.
Generally, indie pop revolves around realistic narratives or storylines, or where it focuses on the aesthetic and a way of interpreting it, which becomes interesting to its target audience. And generally, we felt that our target audience would be people who found things that are more in depthly explained more interesting.
These are influences. We have noticed a definite attention to quite a girly, quite serene aesthetic, heightened through the use of distorted filters and lumographic editing. There's an example of it here. This is the kind of image we want to put on our own video. This sort of quite dreamy. The filters in this.
I got my red dress on tonight, dancing in the dark in the moonlight. Turn my hair up real big, beauty queen style. Nothing scares me anymore. Kiss me up before you go. Summertime sadness. I just wanted you to know.
So we want to kind of involve this. And these pictures at the bottom are from a campaign, they're from Black Flash's Digipack. And we quite like the idea how location's quite apparent throughout them, as well as her style, through the use of medium close-ups and things. There's a definite attention to, even just the colour of the door that she stood behind. And it's got quite a kind of dreamy, quite nice aesthetic, which is definitely something that we've noticed throughout indie pop. Yeah, let's do it now.
We did our storyboard, which is on 2 pages or whatever, but it's basically, we chose to kind of try and reflect the narrative that she develops through the song by incorporating the realism of it, by showing them in their house in different settings, but also through the artist in the studio, so it can in some sections, so that it can be seen as more of her narrating rather than just her being part of the story, because it is very clearly a narrative. Also, in our in the general video, we're going to try and show her as kind of like you said, disillusioned by her having very little expression, while the person she's with, her partner's very he displays a lot of emotion, but he doesn't, obviously there's no real him saying anything, but he's very angry or anguished, and he expresses sadness and stuff throughout the video.
We're going to do that through the mixture of studio shots. We want to have one shot where she's sort of sat and we're going to get loads of hands to come up, sort of the idea of suffocation. But yeah, anyway, back to the Digipack magazine ad for influences. These are some ideas that we've had, kind of linking back to the idea of the kind of sepia tones that we want to put onto our actual music video. These kind of very pretty sort of dream-like filters that are used. These again is from a Digipack of Black Flashes, and this is from Florence and the Machine ceremonials. And also through location. Location is very much sort of quite naturalistic. There's not really much use of studio shots. It's all very sort of really nice ambience, natural lighting. We thought that was really helped for this kind of editing that's been used in them. So we're going to try and experiment with that when we do our Digipack magazine advert. We might try shooting on some film or something. And then these are some issues.
consistency of shots. Like, we're going to be filming over a few days, and the shots may vary in quality, so especially when we're filming in different rooms. Say we came back and like we shot in one room and we used some certain lighting, and then we had to then redo that, and then for some reason, and like we have to try it in.
And editing, because we're going to be experimenting with different filters and things for both our digipack and our music video. Like, the music video isn't going to be predominantly using these filters, but we want to have areas of it that use this. So we understand that it's going to take a few sort of test runs, so we can see what it's going to look like, make sure that it looks good and whatnot, and we need to make sure we get it to an impressive standard so that it's still visible what's going on. And also, as we're going to be going, we're going to drive off to various locations to film. Although most of it, we are going to get some of it just in the streets, but we need to find nice, quiet areas where there's nobody else around, so that we can achieve good quality of film. And also make sure we're organised, have the right equipment and props, and check the weather forecast. And that is that.
Okay, thank you. Any questions or comments or anything for the girls? One of the things I was going to ask is locations.
Yeah.
What specific locations are you going to use? Did you
Yeah,
say that earlier on, or do you know?
It's kind of like we just want to find our locations themselves are like relatively simplistic because of the ideas that we're trying to reflect. We need to find the house that we would use. It's not necessarily a particular house, but we just have to try and make sure that we try and convey the kind of the lifestyle that the characters in our video live through how we then decorate or construct the rooms in the house. The studio, we were just going to use the one in the
art studio.
in the school, and
I was going to get a few street shots of maybe Melbourne Port.
Yeah. Some kind of village area, but obviously because we live in this kind of surrounding, because of where we live, it was not going to be a difficult thing for us to try and achieve. So.
Okay. So it's going to be a mixture of performance narratives, is that what you were saying, yeah? So is most of the performance bit going to be in the studio? So
yeah, but then also there's lip syncing throughout.
Some on location,
yeah. It's gonna, because we want to, there's not going to be too much done in the studio, but it's going to be sort of intertwined with the video throughout. So we'll have like a street shot, location shots, and we want to incorporate a bit of the studio into that. Yeah.
Okay. So main locations are going to be kind of sort of street based, sort of villagey street based, rather than say like countryside or seaside or everything. It's going to be right. Okay. Yeah. All right.
Also, you guys said you're going to film around sunset sort of time, right? Yeah. So, like, obviously it's winter and you haven't got a lot of light.
Yeah, no, we haven't about this.
How are you going to manage keeping the lighting the same?
We were thinking maybe of filming, like as someone did last year. It was a really good idea to like film during kind of period of light where you can see everything, and then put effects on the video afterwards to then have that kind of nighttime effect.
Okay.
It'll probably be like afternoon realistically because it gets dark so early. Obviously we can't go filming back. So.
Okay. Yeah. All right. Lovely. Thank you. Sorry about all the coughing.
It's fine.
We just had to put tried to destroy our presentation by nearly dying in the middle of it. Yeah, I'm not sure. There might be a dodgy bit of filming where I had to get down to take over.